boy, I think it might be Christmas Day. I just got back from the Apple store. The iPhone 13 came out, we have the iPad mini, we have a new iPad, and I think we should probably open it up. All right, first up, I've got the new iPad, the base one, the $329 one. I kind of just got this because I needed something else to buy with all my millions of YouTube dollars. Now, I was interested to see how the new processor changes it year over year, so let me just continue to struggle to open it because there's no pull tab on here, guys. I think you missed this one. Unlike the new iPhones, we actually do have plastic on these still. So there goes the environment here. All right, we've got this paper coating on the iPad, as you guys can see. And inside, I know this might be a bit triggering for some of us, but there is a charger. So if you guys buy an iPad, you get a free charger. All right, I'm turning it on. Look at me here, turning this thing on. Wow, look at that. It's an Apple. So the thing about this iPad is that design-wise, it looks absolutely identical to last time, but you do get this nice new startup screen. Can you guys see it? I can tell you right now, there's not gonna be a whole lot new. Maybe I'll follow up with this in a second, but I don't really feel like going through the setup process right now because I'm in a park, and let's go to the fun stuff. I'm very excited for this one because this is the first time the iPad mini has seen a redesign ever, and the new wallpapers are sick, and it's got a new design. And just like the form factor is nuts, and it's like a little mini pad. So let's just go ahead. Look, we got plastic again. Apple, come on. We're supposed to be saving the environment. I better not see plastic next year. Little baby pad. Oh, little baby pad. Look at this. And again, you guys do get a charger with this, but a USB-C to USB-C cable, because Apple has finally put USB-C on the iPad. Wow, if only we could have it on the iPhone. Yeah, this is my favorite thing that they announced by far. I have just taken this out of the packaging. By the way, I'm putting the plastic in a bag behind me. Yo! Is this the new iPhone, bro? I think it just might be. Look at this new purple, dude. I sound like an absolute child right now, just marveling over the color. But like, hey baby, you up though? Can I come over RN? Parents aren't home? That's what I feel like with this phone. It's not a phone, but it is an iPad mini. Wow, look at that. It says hello. All right, this is kind of poggers right now. Do I have to set this up? Oh, set up manually. I'm gonna regret everything. Look at this. This is bonkers. Yeah, I kind of love this. The bezels are a bit thick though. Like I don't know. For a mini, I feel like they could have gone a bit thinner with the bezels, but the new design is pretty incredible. So, you know. Okay, I don't have Wi-Fi. We'll set this up in a second, but it does look incredible. That's a nice car. Hey, let's go. Next up, guys, this is the standard iPhone 13. You've got the all-new packaging that looks and feels like it's already been opened because there's no plastic on it, but they've put this new seal on the inside of the box. And all right, let's go ahead. Let's open it together, shall we? Let's go ahead and cuddle up here and tear off the top. Wow. I mean, okay, it's open. Like it. I mean, it doesn't have plastic on it, so it's not as good. But I still like the vibes here. All right, coming out of the packaging, the first time I've ever seen an iPhone 13 in person. Okay, the pink looks nice. the pink looks nice. Of course, inside you get a slap on the. So it looks very similar to last year, because you know it shares the 12 design, but it does have the new cameras on the back. You guys can see those. Honestly, looks good in person. I thought online it didn't look as good. I like it, I think. It looks pretty good to me. You have the cool new hello screen like on everything else. And we also have to set this one up in just a second. Now, don't worry, the phone that I actually am going to use daily does have cell service. And now we have the crown jewel, the device I'm planning to use every day for the next year. I am so excited for this one because it's got the radical new camera system, the 120 hertz screen, the first time we've ever seen that on an iPhone. So we're going to tear off the top bit and the bottom. It's a super interesting way to unbox the phone, but I feel like other manufacturers will follow because like it is genuinely way better for the environment. Oh, baby. That looks so good. All right. I mean, premium wise, I don't understand how that, like, the iPhone, where's my iPhone 13? I don't even know how this is possible, but this phone feels many hundreds of dollars more expensive than this phone. It's also a little bit heavier, but the stainless steel edges look sharp as hell. And I don't know, I wasn't expecting the difference to feel this dramatic this year, but man, the Pros feel nicer than they have historically. Like, I don't know how, but they do feel somehow better. So this is them next to each other, silver and pink. I mean, the pink looks good, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm happy I got silver. All right, it is kind of heavy. It's like, it's a little bit heavier than last year and I can feel it, but I think it's gonna be worth it because I'm about to look at a 120 hertz screen. I've actually never seen one on any phone. Oh, it's so good. Everyone else that I've seen talk about these, they're like, the 120 hertz screen, it isn't that good. Dude, oh. It's so good. I'm just in the setup screen. Look at this. I'm just going back and forth between pages. Let me be clear, Apple didn't invent this feature. We just finally have it. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, it's so good. This is worth $1,000. Okay, I'm pretty sure I still need Wi-Fi, so we're gonna go do that. Okay, we're home. I've got everything all set up. So starting off with the new base iPad, it's got an A13 processor inside, and of course, unless you're like doing something that requires more power, you're not really gonna notice that. So the other main upgrade is in the camera. You've got this new ultra wide camera. So like, this is you right now, and then if you go ultra wide, it looks insane. I've actually played around with it a little bit and it's a pretty dope feature. I mean, this is the iPad that most people are gonna be buying. It's the most popular one according to Apple. So FaceTiming, Zoom, it's gonna keep you locked in the frame and it's a really cool feature. I've had it on my standard 12.9 inch Pro and it's really, really good. So overall, I mean, of all the upgrades, this is by far the most small and most inconsequential. Also, probably the device out of all of these that so many people are gonna buy. Next up, I've got the new iPad mini right here and I actually wasn't super sure I was gonna keep this, but after using it for a couple minutes, I'm 100% sure. A lot of times when I'm making videos, I want something to read off of, and my phone is a bit too small, and my 12.9 inch iPad is too large. So being able to look at the web and see other notes on here is great, although I have noticed, like, I almost think you have to browse in portrait mode, because this looks like a normal website, right? But when you turn it sideways, the screen is so small and everything gets blown up so big, it almost detects this as like a mobile device. So, I mean, it takes a second to scroll down a page, but at the same time, I think any compromises with this, even though it has an A15 and a really good camera in here for an iPad, is worth it considering you can do this with it. Also, the bezels are kind of thick on this iPad mini, and while they look more normal on something like the iPad Air, I mean, I think they're thicker in a lot of ways than the side bezels on the last iPad mini, but you still get a new 8.3 inch screen that looks really good. Of course, it's laminated, so like the fidelity is pretty dope, and I got the purple. Man, I really like this color. They did a good job on the iPad mini colors. The iPhone colors, we'll get to that in a second, but the iPad mini is pretty cool. I do think that $500 is gonna be a tough sell though. This feels like a $400 device to me. But hey, we'll save that for like a review or more thoughts later potentially. Now we're getting on to the big shooters on the court, the iPhone 13 the iPhone 13 Pro. This is the like second time I've ever held these. I finally got them set up, and I gotta say the pink color, it's pretty nice in person. I do wish it was a bit more saturated because it looks just kind of like skin tone. You know, I mean, my skin tone, I should clarify. But I will say for the first year ever, this phone feels cheap to me. And I think it's genuinely because I only have the Pro side by side, but the aluminum edges, while I like how they look, it just doesn't feel as nice. This to me, in my hand, it doesn't feel like an $800 phone. If I close my eyes, the 13 feels like a $500, $600 phone. But I will say, when you touch the 13 Pro, this is gonna be my daily driver, oh my God, this phone feels like a $1,500 phone, a $1,700 phone, because it's got so much here. I am beyond excited that we have a smaller notch. Can we just get an amen in the chat, guys? I've wanted this for years, and to finally see it, it is such a nice change. I wish they would have utilized the space more, but it does look incredible. But aside from weight and obviously the new camera systems, which I'm gonna test extensively later today, so subscribe for that video and stay tuned. I've got some tricks up my sleeve for this year. It is the screen that separates these two phones. The 120 Hertz Pro Motion, like obviously you guys can't really see on camera, but you can tell a difference. And it's not in any way like, oh, the screen on the 13 is bad. It's one of those things, if you're a freaking nerd like me and you can notice that it's twice as smooth, I feel like my brain is addicted to this phone. I'm worried about my endorphins just exploding because this is like, it looks too good. And I'm still a huge fan of the matte back on the Pros as well. This is glossy, again, making it feel a little bit lower end, which is obviously Apple's intention here, being that it is a slightly lower end phone. Like I've said about everything else with the larger camera bump and the back and the screen and the weight and the stainless steel, this is the first time, and I've had the Pro phones and the normal ones since they started in like 2019. I'm telling you guys right now, after using these for just over an hour, this is the first time an iPhone Pro actually feels pro. Quick video I wanted to put out, hidden features coming, camera test, let's go, see you guys later, bye.